So he's got a lot
Probably.
of information they don't want him to release. So
Yeah, the price of Litecoin.
the price of Litecoin. Totally. Every time I look over at the Discord screen, I just see an ass. What the hell? That's hilarious. What the hell?
That's just Gary Gensler.
Oh, is that who it is? Nice. You asshat. That's not foul language, is it? The old asshat.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we had some tornadoes yesterday. It was lovely. Lovely, lovely. Tornadoes in the winter. Just can't make this shit up. Good stuff. I got so many branches and limbs and shit down. Oh, I just noticed another one. Oh, wow. I actually got a tree down. Oh, shit.
In the hills of Indiana.
Dude. The wind was so ripping. Couldn't believe it. Mad ripping. So where should we start? Where should we start? Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Where is our little rocket icon? Where is that little bad boy? There it is.
No, man. Let's see if does my voice carry through onto the YouTube or elsewhere, or just your voice?
All of it should be. Is anybody?
Oh, it works. Oh yeah, man, it works. Awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. No, because everybody can speak, which is how we like it. I don't want to hog the show. Plus,
Yeah,
I go off on my little rants. Nobody wants to hear Bilbo ranting, or do they? I got a lot.
Yeah, we do.
I got a lot of rants.
I vote rant is good.
Rant is good. Rant is good. Sometimes people need to hear it. Sometimes people need to hear it, man. So right out of the gate, one of the first things I saw in the Discord and I popped up yesterday, Sayron was coming in talking about that big tight range on Bitcoin, $7. Pretty tight. Hell, it's tighter than that. Nope, $7. Like $7.50. So you can see it right down here, right? This is the Bitcoin data set. Here's the Bitcoin daily range. Very tight. What's that telling you? Things going to trend today. Has it been trending? Yes, it has. I mean, look at the perfect rejection off the daily range. Found support on the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Goes up, rejects right off the daily range again. This could get interesting. Indeed. We got the bottom of the weekly up here at about 23.7. Kind of surprised yesterday. Yesterday it made that run. And another thing, you guys, we use these levels for a reason, right? All of us in the alpha trading Discord, all of us alpha traders know how this works, right? We've been using this indicator. Did not close the 15-minute candle. First, you got to wick right to the center of the weekly. Open up, pulls back a little bit. Where to? What's this little small white line right here? That is that's the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Oh, give me a second. On that 4 hour, that's actually the 99.7. So this is the 99.7 Laplace distribution range right here on that 4 hour candle, right? So you get this little pullback to the 68.3, boom, pump to the top side or the middle of the weekly range. And then it just rips down yesterday, right? I was surprised it didn't stay in the weekly. Hey, it's all good. Found support where? Where didn't we close? A 15-minute candle below. First support level of the daily volatility range. That's that green line right there. And then, of course, typical to Bitcoin, what happens at the end of the day, right? These bots, they know where these ranges are going to be. So what do? They run the price up. Right? Tried to have it open. Tried to have this new daily open above the new daily range. Look at those tricky ass bots, man. They sent a 15-minute candle down so it opens right below it. So immediately you get a rejection off the 68.3 Laplace and then down. Been rejected off this daily range. Perfect examples, I might say. Perfect examples. Didn't close one 15-minute candle above the daily or below the 68.3 Laplace. That's lovely, man. I always like to see that. Always like to see that. All right, let me see if anything else is sticking out. We got the dollar right now back down right at the bottom of the weekly range. And we talked yesterday during the stream that this is all going to depend on what the dollar does. Is it going to break to the top side of its weekly, or is it going to break to the bottom side of its weekly? Whatever this dollar decides to do, and I'm thinking today is going to determine the rest of the week. Really is, right? Bull, you saw it in the title, bulls or the bears. Where's the trend at? Where is the trend? And that's why we have our entropy indicator. Over on the 4-hour, there is no trend. We're randomly walking. And listen, the higher the time frames you go, the less trend you're going to see. A lot of the trend is happening where? Down on these low time frames. Why? Because what do bots do? They trend hard. When those bots go, when they're buying or selling, man, the trend is hard in either direction. And you can see it. You pull down here like on a 3-minute chart, there's going to be a lot more trend than there is like on a weekly, on a daily. I mean, this is a 3-minute. Lots of great trades, lots of trend. You can see some smaller than others, but a lot of trend. A lot of noise. As a volatility trader, that's what we thrive on, right? That's what we thrive on. Let me go back up here real quick, this 4-hour, because I was noticing something. We're still, what's going on Bitcoin, right? Sitting here literally beating our head up against this reverse wave trend. The reverse wave trend here recently, like at the end of yesterday, has crossed up the 33 power mean. Here's the power mean band. These are all different power means. The dotted one is the 33. I switched that up earlier today, so everybody, when I was talking about that 33, you could see it. We're working on another indicator right now, but it's not finishing in a normal distribution, so they're working on it. It's really cool though. Cool indicator. Let's see here. So I'm looking for this reverse wave trend on the 4-hour. Got to get up above it. Have to. I mean, you can see we sent a wick up above the 33 power mean. What's it hit, right? I'm pretty sure that's the 36. Rejected all the way back down. So I haven't closed the 4-hour candle, not only above the reverse wave trend, but the 33 power mean, the 33 length log return moving average. When we talk about moving averages, we're talking about log return moving averages. It's the only type we use. Well, take that back. We do use an ALMA, right? But that finishes things out in what? A normal distribution. So if there's anything that's been over in the traditional technical analysis arena for quite some time, and game recognizes game. If you're building things that are finishing price action out in a normal distribution, we want to check it out. We want to incorporate it into what we're doing. And that's what we've done with Fisher, with Alma, some other things. All right, so that is the 4-hour, and this is what we're beating our head up against. But you can see right now, I mean, it just dropped right back down to the 9 length. This is the 9 length on the log return moving averages. So we're getting a little support here right now, but it's literally in between that 9 length log return moving average and the 33 power mean. And that's on the 4-hour. Why I started there? Don't know. Just wanted to. Usually I'm working down from the daily, but let's see what this daily looks like now. Yeah, we're down underneath. Here's what happens though. When you get outside this power mean band, you're going to pull back in it, right? You're going to pull back in it. In this case, right, shot outside this power mean band, at some point, either you're going to pull back into it, go sideways into it, one or the other. The power mean band is going to just chase it down, right? At some point, you're going to come back down into it. There's no doubt it always does. You can go back and look at this indicator on any time frame and see how that works. Then it found support on the 33 power mean. Bam, launched right off of it, right back outside the power mean. Now here we are, right back inside of it. And we are below the 9. We're below the 33 power mean, but we do have this wave trend down here, right? We do have this wave trend. Hasn't really been, I mean, this you could call a test. You could call a test. Pop up here on a 2-day real quick. See if there's any, how far we are. Well, we're back in the power mean band. That's good. And it's got room to run. What about the 3-day? Yeah, we just now on the 3-day pulling back in. And where'd it reject from, right? This is a 99 length moving average, right? This is a 99 length, but it's a log return moving average. Didn't close a 3-day candle, got sent 3 wicks above it, right? Wasn't happening. Why? Well, got to get back down in this power mean band. Checked it up right here. This is, I'm telling you right now, everybody watch out, right? Because we're getting ready to have this cross on the 3-day. Right, you got the reverse wave trend getting ready to cross up the reverse Fisher. Here you got the 33 power mean down here. The bands are rising pretty quick. Don't be surprised if you don't see Bitcoin down here around 21K. Test in this area, because this isn't a test yet. So I'm real. If I was intraday trading right now, let me see something. What does this do on the weekly? Just can't remember. Yeah, see, we're rejecting on this reverse wave trend on the weekly too. Got 2 wicks through it. So we're kind of in a range right here. You've got on the weekly, you've got the 9 length. Is that the 9? Nope, sorry, that's a 33. So we're in between the 33 length log return moving average. Let me get this right. Yep, and that's a 99 length right by the reverse wave trend. So we got a little range here, like in between 24.5, 22 and 24.5. I mean, that's a pretty damn big range. $2,500, right? Yeah. So, wow. Something's got to give. No trend. Boy, it's trying. I mean, little bit. Trend's just starting. But we are at these standard deviation bands down here. And usually when they're tight and you get down the first time, you're going to blow them out usually. Because that's when these things are real powerful. When you get moves and blow the bands out, right? And then all the rest of the time really helps with trend. My opinion. Everybody uses this indicator a little differently, but it goes really well with volatility. And that's how I have my charts set up, right? Everything on this side works well together. The whole chart works well together, but I'm saying, right? I use a lot of this for divergence. And I got variance crammed in here because who or what are we without variance? The most simplest form of volatility, right? The spread of data around the mean. The standard deviation of returns is volatility. Why in the world? I've never seen an indicator built like this before. It's such a simple indicator, and at the same time, so powerful. So powerful. And the way we've got this thing set up, letting you know when there's an outlier in the distribution, which is a fat tail event, right? I'm going to use probability levels, right? It's a 95.4% probability level, right? That is going to happen. It is going to hit when you have an outlier, whether that be Laplace distribution or normal distribution. The good thing is, though, when it comes to those two different distribution models, the 95.4% range, they're close together. It's the 68.3 Laplace and the 99.7 Laplace that is a big difference when it comes to normal distribution. The Laplace is a lot tighter on the 68.3 level and a lot wider on the 99.7. And if you Google and just look up Laplace distribution, normal distribution, look at a couple different charts of it, you'll see why. Where Laplace distribution is going to look like like the Eiffel Tower, where everybody knows what the bell curve looks like, right? It's nice and rounded, showing you the different standard deviation levels. Good stuff, and used in so many different ways. It's amazing. And a lot of people don't notice it, and literally until you start using the bell curve yourself, and then just out in the world, you just see it everywhere, right? It seems like everything is working off of a normal distribution. Pretty crazy. Life itself, man. Life itself. So yeah, on Bitcoin, it's the bulls or the bears. What's the trend? And there is no trend. Let me see on the 4-hour. No, everything's random walk. Everything is randomly walking. I mean, high time frames, low time frames. Come on, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah. Pretty flat. Now here's the 15. Yeah, the 15, we're going to see some little trends, right? Which is nice. We like trend. But like right here, a lot of people that don't understand trend or entropy in general are going to think that this is a trending move on the 15-minute when it's not. Never did, right? Our predictor model sure flipped right at the bottom, right? Got you out of the trade right at the top. All right, there's a little give and take with this, but our this predictor model, we're getting close. Our main goal, right? To get that one indicator, that green, red, smashy button. That's what we're looking for. And we're working hard. Wow. Smashy. That's what it's all about.
Smashy.
And there's literally people out there paying a lot of money every month for worthless lagging indicators people have put together with fancy bells and whistles, right? There's a lot of them out there. Good luck using them. Good luck using them. And is what really blows my mind is the amount of people that do use them and think they're good indicators, not realizing that price action, data sets, I don't care what you're trading, they're following the returns. So why? That's my question to people. You need to realize you're using lagging indicators, and then you wonder why you never get good entries. That's where returns comes into play, especially the divergence. Because when you start to get a divergence play between returns and price action, and you know how to use a workflow dropping down through time frames, guys and gals, you're going to start getting some really good entries. That this is how I trade, right? And it's not like it all happened at once. It took me a while to get these good entries and to develop a real edge. Not just, and we talk about this all the time, an edge just isn't a group of freaking indicators you put together that's going to allow you to be a good trader. No. A lot of it's mental. And a lot of it is understanding you can't be emotionally attached to your trades. Any other trading psychology out there that you're giving your time and effort reading about it, you're wasting your time. You really are. Look, emotions are natural. This is what blows my mind. Having emotion is natural. So what are you going to do? You're going to get a bad entry and you're just going to be like, oh, look, it's like looking through rose colored glasses. No, man. You got to understand. If you're feeling emotions, express your emotion, right? And this is the thing. When you're not emotionally attached to your trade, you're going to be a lot happier. I'll tell you that right now, because you're looking at it as a business, right? This is what I do. I'm a professional trader. It's not like if you go to other jobs, say you're pouring concrete, are you emotionally attached to it, right? Imagine you'd be out there beating people with shovels. I got a buddy that's in the concrete business. You know how many idiots just walk up and walk right into your fresh concrete and leave footprints and shit? If you're emotionally attached to that job, you're going to be killing people. So, I mean, I don't care what you do. You can't be emotionally attached to whatever you're doing. You got to separate that. Yeah, look, this is my job. I'm going to deal with things that present themselves in a professional manner instead of just thinking that it's emotional. Well, where's my journal? I got to write about how I felt when I entered that trade. You know, I woke up, I had a bad dream, blah, blah, blah. I think that's why I took the entry. The dream made me anxious. I was emotionally unstable. It's like, are you kidding me right now? What kind of goofy witchcraft are we talking about here? We're just trying to trade. That's all. And if you're not emotionally attached to your trade on a move like this, and this is the 15-minute, you break this down onto like a 3-minute, 1-minute chart, there's a lot of trades in just this move to the top side. You even got some nice little quick scalpy pullbacks if you wanted to on a minute. But yeah, man, you got to be able to take your profit, limit your loss, right? And I don't extend myself. If I have an area where I'm pretty sure by looking at the volatility that's going to get hit, I'm front running that area and taking profit. I'm not waiting, right? I'm not waiting for it to hit the reverse fisher. I'm front running it, right? Just like their bots right here, right? Look at this little wick on the 15. Front ran that reverse fisher a little bit, probably pulled back, and then it shot right back up through. I don't care. I took my profit. It's all about taking profit. And then you can just sit back, get in another trade, look for the next occurrence. When we talk about occurrences, what are we looking for? We're looking for flashes in volatility, number one. When you get volatility that's fallen off a cliff, right? Went from like up here, above 50, almost 60 read to about a 4. You know immediately things are about to happen. And so then you got to go over here. And what am I seeing? Right before this move started, hidden bull div, right? So you got the hidden bull div building right when the volatility crashes, right? Bam, look at the correlation break when the volatility expand, and it went right into trend. The fishers were all up, right? The fishers were all up too. And let me see, is there any other divs? No other divs. It was just a returns oscillator. Just the returns oscillator setting up some hidden bull. All good. Things like this happen. Let me see here. Let me go to. That's, yeah, weekly, 4 hour. Weekly and 4 hour having this issue with the reverse wave trend. It's going to happen on the 4 hour first, right? As soon as Bitcoin can get up here, start closing, if it'll ever populate. Come on, TradingView. Let's go, baby. There we go. As soon as the 4 hour can close some of these candles above the reverse wave trend, that's what we're looking for. Let me blow this up a little bit, right? That's what we're looking for. Get a close up here. Like today, see if the daily can close above like 23.6. So first, I'm up here. I'm looking at where the reverse wave trend is, 23.6. So I'm going to run over here on the VRE. Where's 23.6? Center of the weekly? Probably. Close, 23.8. Yeah, it's literally bottom of the weekly range, right? Top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Whammo. Right in this area. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, 23.6. Thought maybe I left a 1 out there. No, it is. I'm surprised. So the bottom side of the 68.3. But hey, got to get past this daily range first, right? So look for that. So on the VRE, close the 15-minute candle above this tight daily range. You could probably, you're going to see this data set up in the weekly. At least test the weekly. 23.7 area, which is only $300 above. Hell, Bitcoin can do that in a 30-second candle. Seen it happen a million times. So look for it on the 4 hour first. Got to get up above the reverse wave trend there. And the thing is we're getting this cross, right? The wave trend's crossing up the 33 power mean. That's good, but this is even more important now. This is more important, not to reject here on the 33, but to get up above both of these. And then make a run for the Fisher, right? That's up there above 24K. That's what we need. And that's probably top of the weekly range. Dead on it. 24K. Top of the weekly range is the reverse Fisher on the 4 hour. Perfect. I'm looking for that. I am looking for that area. Which again, right? What, $600 away? Easy peasy. All right, what time is it? 9:20. So we got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the traditional markets open up. Let's take a peek here real quick. Let me get over on traditional. And oh yeah. Boom. Good deal. I'm just reading this chat real quick. And if there's anybody listening right now that wants any assets looked at, put it in the TV chat. Yep, and we will check them out for you. Do a little analysis on your whatever, on your stock, on your stonks, on your cryptos, your Forex pairs, your commodities. What do you want to look at? We'll look at it. We'll give you a VEPS analysis. Rice futures.
I love that stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna need it for ramen.
Right?
Yes, ramen futures.
We need ramen futures for sure. Oh, hilarious. Gotta have the ramen futures.
Okay, I've got some stonks. So can we look at Tesla?
Well,
AMZN,
let's wait till it opens.
Amazon, Nvidia.
Boom.
I want the one to
Nvidia, BA, Tesla, good. Yeah, put all those. Can you please write us your technical analysis on Tesla? Of course I can. Executive takeover. All right, I'll pop it on Tesla. I'd like this to be open. Obviously, pre-market up 1.4%. No, we're good. When's it open? 8 minutes. We can get a little look here. All right, first thing I'm looking at the weekly. Look at the volatility on Tesla, man. Okay, you've got the low length volatility, and this is set on a 525. Has literally fallen off the cliff. And if you've been listening to the stream, I was just talking about what happens. Okay, so what am I doing now? I'm looking for some divergence. Is there any hidden bull setting up yet? There is some hidden bull setting up, right? But still on this down move, positively correlated, right? This is the returns oscillator, and it is down below the zero mean. And you can see as soon as that thing crossed the zero mean, you literally got this weekly down candle on Tesla last week. Tesla, just like Bitcoin on the weekly, where is it? Reverse wave trend, right above it, right above it. And you've got literally you've got the 9 length, or you've got the 33 length and the 99 length log return moving average Everything is right here. This is a lot of overhead resistance, but Tesla's on a mission. I mean, look at this recent move on the weekly. Our predictor flipped. All as Entropy was going back into random walk, now it's heading back into trend. The volatility crashed. We're just now starting to slope back up, positively correlated. We still got 2 fissures below the mean of the bands. Is what I'm waiting for here on the weekly on Tesla is for this returns oscillator to turn up with some hidden bull. But now that's a weekly. Let's see what this thing's looking like on a daily. Like it already because immediately I'm seeing some bull div, right? Just a little local right here. Boom, boom, boom. Negatively correlated though. So this move is not ready. And you've got expanding volatility on the daily, negatively correlated. But this is how it closed yesterday. This is why I wanted to wait until this opened. But hell, 6 minutes away, we'll still be looking at this thing. And so on the daily, here we go. We got the wave trend crossing up the fissure, right? Wave trend crossing up the fissure. Here is the 99 length log return moving average. That thing is a bear to get by. We're up above it. We're like me and Elon are out playing euchre together or something. But it's trying to breach this 9 length right now. If Tesla in pre-market it is, but look where it's at. It's at the top of the power mean band. That doesn't mean you can't get a pump on Tesla, but just know the more you get away from that power mean band, know you're going to work your way right back into it. That's power means, man, right? This is all about mean reversion and price actions following the returns. So if you ever hear me talking about mean reversion, I'm talking about the returns, because we'll get people that know about this stuff be like, well, price action doesn't mean revert. You're 100% correct. It doesn't, but it follows the returns that are mean reverting. So yeah, daily. The predictors flipped on the daily. And let me see, we've got the 981 volatility. Let me see something real quick. Is this positively correlated? Let me take a quick peek here. So that's going to be important. Yes, it is. Number 2, are you positively correlated? You are. And that's why you're seeing Tesla up pre-market. The 2400's coming down. If this is negatively correlated, which it is, here we go. You've got the 981 and the 2400 saying up. And the 2400 saying a walk up when the 981 is saying pretty much you got volatility expansion positively correlated. That's pump time. Where you've got the lower length, though, the lower length that's holding this back. The reason why it's up pre-market are because the other lengths are saying up. So don't be surprised. Let's get Tesla on here. Apple, you take a break. Let's see. Let me get over here real quick. God, this coffee gives me the hiccups. What the hell? Tesla up 1.6% now. Here we go. Where was Tesla's weekly range? Did it get tested? Sure did. Right? Gapped up right through it yesterday. Gapped right up through the weekly. Here it is right here. Pretty tight too. Oh, what's the bottom side? 198. Top side is about 200. Yeah, it's about 2.5 points wide. Pretty tight, actually. So does that weekly need tested? Absolutely not. And it literally checked up on this monthly level. What resistance is that, though? Let's see. Where's the top of that monthly? Where are you at, you little booger? Wait a minute. Where in good God's name are you? That's right. Was Tesla's monthly real high? Hold on here. Isn't that dump? No. It was real low. Give me a second, guys. Let's find this bad boy. Where was Tesla's monthly? There we go. There's the top side, 162. Yeah, so that is the first resistance level. Good. First resistance level right here. Finding support. That's a powerful support too. And yesterday, Tesla, one of the only assets, ran to the top side. All right, first standard deviation. Normal distribution. That's where it rejected from right at the end of the day. To the dollar. Wick right to it. This is the bots and algo showing you they're running the distribution, right? On the daily, there was a 68.3% chance the Tesla data set, let me pull this down a little bit, closed in this range, this blue cross line and this blue cross line. Now that's the 68.3% distribution level for normal distribution. Laplace distribution are the white cross lines. So when it comes to Laplace, yesterday, there was a 68.3% chance it would close inside here. Normal distribution ruled the day, apparently. It did close up here by the top side. And now pre-market, it's above yesterday's 1SD. Let me see here. So the new daily range on Tesla, definitely above it. The thing is where's the top side? Did we gap through it? Because if the top side is down here, which it's not, this thing's good. This thing's good to run. You don't have to watch the dollar though. Just like I talked about yesterday. If this dollar doesn't break to the bottom side of this weekly range and the 68.3 Laplace to the downside, and maybe make a run at a 1SD down here, these assets are going to dump out again, right? Or go sideways. You're not going to get any, as long as the dollar is inside the 68.3 Laplace ranging around, you're going to see just a lot of sideways action, right? A lot of chop. Chop, chop, chop. That's all you're going to see on Tesla. Let's see here. Now let's work down through here. Daily. It's a 4-hour. Yeah, contracting, negatively correlated. Another reason on the 4-hour this baby's popped. Let's see here. Yep, there was the bull div. There was the bull div, which I'm not pretty sure. Probably definitely sure that, traditional TA indicators weren't showing this bull div. I'm not even going to populate it. I just know. And it was even on the log return Z-score. None on the Fishers. Little tiny bit on the DLP. But yeah, it was all right here. But look, now you've got the returns oscillator turning down. Now, usually you're going to see some hidden bear here. You're not. Higher highs on price action, higher highs on the returns oscillator. Here we go. So we got the new daily range. Let's see here. Right where I thought it was going to be. Yes. You know what? The top side of the daily range is right at the first resistance level on the weekly, 207. So you did it? Yeah, close enough. It gapped up right through it. So that's good. That's good. But here, now, where's the Tesla data set? Right inside the 68.3 Laplace. Here's the bottom side. Here's the top side. And if this wants to come down to the top side of the 68.3, just to make sure this is a solid test, it can do that. Tight range, though. Holy crap. We're talking about only about a point, 1.5. 1.5 little handles. Wow, interesting. Very tight range. Are all of these, let me see. Let's check out the other ones. Yeah, man, tight ranges all around. Tight ranges all around. What about that? Yeah, look at the minis. Look at NASDAQ. Holy shit. NASDAQ minis are real tight. Real tight indeed. Just taking a quick look. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so now we know where that area is at. Now let's take a peek here. Did that 4-hour? Yep, perfect. Nice slow contraction, negatively correlated. That's exactly what you want to see. And if we're talking about a 4-hour, this looks good, right? But again, you're at the top of the power mean band. You're at the top of the power mean band. You got the 33 down here at 204. We got the reverse wave trend at about 188, 187.5. Let's see. Let's look at this intraday. What's happening? What is happening? Volatility literally on the 90 minutes falling off a cliff. We are trending too. Entropy's in trend. We setting up some hidden bull? Yes, setting up some hidden bull. The returns oscillator is below the zero mean though. Below the zero mean, and there's no correlation. But I'm telling you right now, if this turns up and you see on this 90-minute candle, you start to get positively correlated, Tesla's going to take off. Look how tight these bands are on the 90-minute. Everything. And the wave trend's it looks like it's going to find some support on the Fisher. I mean, look how well this Fisher. Look at these wicks. Why people are drawing trend lines, right? Well, what are those wicks hitting? They don't know. If you're not using the correct indicators, if you don't have the right tools, you don't know what's going on here. And this is the biggest thing you need to realize. You see somebody drawing on their charts, little chart art action, right? Coloring books for adults. Know immediately that they're clueless on what's going on. Clueless. Because look, your little imaginary trend lines is not going to stop a data set, right? Trust me, not going to happen. You got to know where these levels are at, especially within the distribution.
But I put an order box there. I drew a nice rectangle.
No. Now you can trade any way you want out there, folks. But this is why we do what we do. We're trying to get retail traders to understand, even some professional traders that still use all this hocus pocus to try to trade these markets and wondering why they're not getting anywhere or not reaching their goals quicker, right? You're always going to fall back 2 steps or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You got a good trade, 2 bad trades. I mean, it's just nonstop, right? You're in the hurt locker wondering how in the hell am I going to find an edge to trade these markets? One of the biggest things is a lot of traders don't take their profits. They'll literally in the same breath say they're profitable traders, but they don't take their profit. Or they don't have a realized profit, right? They're still in a trade and they're saying, look how great this trade is. I'm going to go sleep on it. Then you wake up, the data set just blasts right through everything, right? You lost every bit of profit. You got to take your profit. Got to. So I'm looking at this power mean band, the way all this is setting up. This looks pretty damn bullish, but don't think that this thing's going to run away too far without testing this up. And that's at 204. Man, that's 5 points down. So keep an eye on it. Let's go right to the 33 and see what's happening over here. And you can see right here on the 33 minute. So where did this pre-market right go to? Right to the 95 for Laplace on the 33 minute time frame. Right to it, rejected right off of it, right back down. Because on this 33 minute candle, right, you still got 28 minutes left, right? There's a 68.3% chance that 90 minute candle closes in this range right here, right? But there's a 95.4% chance it closes here. So what's that telling you? That during this candle, there's only a 4.6% chance this data set drops below 204.5 or closes above 211.25. That's all that's telling you. This is how the probabilities work. And you look on the 33 though, right? Here, at the end of yesterday, sent a wick right to the reverse fissure, rejected. And now, boom, pre-market, right up above that reverse fissure. So it's coming back down. Let's see if it finds some support there. Likely not because of this power mean band. This power mean band needs to chase down this data set is what needs to happen. Let's see on the 15 here what we got working. And the biggest thing, the way we trade, when people want an analysis, is what we do. We're going to give you the probabilities to both sides. We're going to show you the range. Come on, UPM, populate, baby. Our indicators tax the TradingView system. This is actually looking good. You got everything is crossed up the fissure. I mean, this is super bullish, in my opinion, when you see stuff like this. And there's other people out there, right, using what's that thing called? The super guppy, packed full of moving averages, worthless lagging moving averages. Our band are power means, right? These are power means. And then we got reverse fissure, reverse wave trend, log return, moving averages. This is a great trend indicator, right? If you didn't have entropy, this is the closest thing you're going to get to understand when something's trending. Okay, let's see here on the 15 though. Starting to have an outlier to the top side. Was there any div? No. There wasn't. All the fissures are up on the 15. And look, on the first 15-minute candle, you were almost at the top side of the Laplace distribution range. And that's up there at 212. Powerful move, pre-market. Indeed. Okay, let me see here. But it's like I always ask, when people want analysis on a coin, look, are you trading this intraday, right? Or are you just an investor and you just, what's your trajectory of Tesla? What are we thinking? The bear's in control, the bull's in control. What's happening here? I mean, there's so many different things that go into that when people want an analysis. It's like, are you wanting an analysis for intraday, right? Are you looking at did Tesla hit a bottom? Right? When Tesla was down where? $100? Everybody's scared money doesn't make money. Right? And some people coming in the chats yesterday, what do you guys think about the market conditions? I can read through that like, I mean, so easy to read people. It's like, what do you want? Signals? Right? I was telling people I was buying when Bitcoin was at 17. Right? If you liked Bitcoin at 17, you're going to love it at 23 or 24K. You see what I'm saying? Scared money doesn't make money. And these same people will be asking when Bitcoin's at 32, hey, is it safe to buy yet? It's like, what? As Bitcoin's already pumped freaking, whatever, 100% from the lows? Yeah, sure, man. But that's why we have the distribution. That's why we don't buy tops or sell bottoms. If we're on a high time frame and the data set on the weekly, say Bitcoin goes to 32K and we're at the top of the distribution. So when somebody asks me that question, am I like, well, I would be buying now? I'd be like, I wouldn't be doing nothing right now except taking profit. That's what I would be doing because the data set's at the top of the distribution. But YouTube Jimmy said we're bullish. We're going to $1 million Bitcoin. It's like, well, you can listen to YouTube Jimmy and get wrecked and use leverage and all that other shit. If you go onto somebody's YouTube channel and you see them and they have links to any of these crypto exchanges that offer leverage, write them off. You've been forewarned, man. I don't care who it is or what the community thinks about these YouTubers. Dude, they're scamming you in day one. That's how you can evaluate somebody real fast. Go into their description and see if they're shilling links to leveraged exchanges. These leveraged exchanges are paying these guys a lot of money to on-ramp retail traders into their death grip. If you start using leverage in a volatile market like cryptocurrency, you are going to get the short end of the stick. You might get a good trade here or there if you're smart enough to take profit. Show me your P&L after a few months, right? When the 90-90-90 rule is coming into play, right? When your account is liquidated because you don't understand leverage. You've been forewarned. Alpha Trading is forewarning you. Do not use leverage. Leverage is for non-volatile markets, commodities, Forex, right? Not cryptocurrency. That is one of the biggest scams that popped up. If you ask me, is crypto a scam? I'm going to be like, no, crypto isn't, but these exchanges for sure are. And you've seen it recently with FTX. Who knows what's going on out there? Are any of these crypto exchanges liquid? Or are they doing it like FTX? They don't even hold Bitcoin. That shocked me more than anything. I was like, whoa. Wow.
I'll say that.
Speak on it, Yasha.
Say this about leverage on crypto. There's one way you can safely use it, which is if you ever sign up to any of those exchanges and you get like a $10 sign up bonus or something. Sometimes they just give you like $10 off of your trading fees, and you can literally just put that $10 on a trade. You want to go nuts, put it on 2 or 3x leverage or something, because it's $10 free that you didn't pay for, that they're literally giving you for trading fees and trades. It's not your money, right? It's like it's kind of free play money, and then like trade it on the 1 minute, and after you, and of course only when you make a right entry or exit, and then after like 3 minutes, if you're in profit, just take your profits immediately and just get out, and then see how that feeling feels, and then understand how much. And if you're in profit, great. And if you're not in profit, think about how much worse that feeling would be if you put $100 on, or $1,000 on, or 10 grand. Could you really handle that? Right? So use $10 on leverage if you want to go nuts and you want to test our claim, because I'm telling you, you don't, like Bilbo says, you don't need it in a highly volatile market when you can make on the 1 minute candle, you can easily make 0.5% gains inside of 10 minutes on a typical hill going up and down on any particular crypto. At least 0.3%, 0.4%, no leverage, trade spot or whatever. It's just, you want to use leverage, go nuts, risk $1, risk $10 if you get free money from an exchange. Other than that, like what Bilbo's saying, it's crazy to use it in a volatile market. You will get wrecked. That they're not in the business of giving free money. Right?
Anyway, think about it. That's a good point. You got to think about it. You literally think they want you to win your trades. You understand? People don't even know what leverage is. What do you think? Some magical fairy that's just dropping fucking cash into your account? Guys, the exchange is loaning you money. The exchange is giving you money so you over leverage your account so they can liquidate your ass. Right?
And collect money on the fees, which is where they make their real money anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've been on these guys for a long time now. You don't, and they're all in cahoots, man. You'll never hear any of these YouTubers talking trash about any of the other ones unless they got some little personal beef going. But you'll never hear them like saying leverage is a scam. If they they're not going to talk like that because that's how they're making all their money. They're on-ramping people on these exchanges. These exchanges are paying these YouTube shillers Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, it's stupid
Bitcoin.
how much money these guys are making off these links.
And some of them will tell you shouldn't use leverage unless you know how. Click here to watch my tutorial how to trade with leverage. It's like your tutorial is garbage because you're using garbage technical analysis that's going to get people wrecked.
Yep.
And you're just doing that to get. And then they say, well, it's not in our interest for people to get wrecked. Let me tell you something. As a person who marketed these financial platforms, it is in their interest because they know you're going to go through the cycle like 99% of everybody else. Maybe you're the 1% who doesn't. Congratulations. Fantastic. Good for you. Keep doing what you're doing. But the other 99% are going to get wrecked. And it's not worth it for them.
No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and they don't care about you. And I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to call anybody out, but boy, there's a few on the tip of my tongue.
Not exchanges or shillers. Yeah, but you know, that's the business that they're in.
Yeah, man. Because hey, it's tough out there, man. Everybody's trying to make a buck, right? So I'm not going to like trash talk them. I'm just going to say, look, be real wary of these people, man. They don't care about you. They care about making money off of you. You can think that because every day they pop up their stream, they're telling you how much their community means to them and blah, 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 blah. Right? Or here, this is the trade of the day. Here's what I'm putting together.
Right.
And they're all mimicking each other. They have no clue what's going on in the markets. They're trying to get your clicks, right? They're trying to get your clicks. And they don't even trade.
Yeah, they'll give you like their levels or whatever for like their targets for the upside or the downside on a daily or a weekly or whatever, some irrelevant time frame that has nothing to do with if you're trading leverage is completely irrelevant. Like the amount of action that happens between the time you put in your entry and the time you take your profit on one of those daily calls is just nuts. And like look at yesterday, perfect example. During the stream, there was that pop, right? Or right before the stream happened, there was that pop on Bitcoin, right? And everything else. And then what happened at the end of the stream? Prices came right back down.
Yeah.
People didn't take their profit because they were waiting for it to go up to a higher target that their TA guru told them. They all got wrecked because they all had 10x positions. All those exchanges collected their money and took fees.
What the heck? Hold on, man. Trying to get
anyway, man. Sorry about that. I didn't mean it.
Oh, you good.
Anyway,
you good.
It's a terrible thing to see people lose everything because they are just greedy instead of just being patient and filling their little buckets.
Yeah, man, 100%. What do we got? A move going on in Coinbase? I'm looking at an options trade, and it is.
Yeah, green. There's a move.
It's green as a.
Again, like it's going up when it hits the target.
Oh yeah,
get out.
Almost 5%. Look at Coinbase. Go Coinbase. Okay, so Coinbase is approaching the top of its weekly range right now. You can see Bitcoin, Solana starting to pump up. That's what I'm saying. The dollar's showing a little weakness here. I mean, it just tried to get back up into the center of that weekly. Man, it pulled right back down to the bottom. If you see this dollar break down bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace, it's probably going to run down here. First support level, first standard deviation. So let me repeat this. If you're trading low time frame volatility and you see this dollar break down and it gets down into this area, I don't care what asset you're trading, take your profit. Take your profit, because if this dollar turns around and bounces here, those assets are going to give it up quick. They will give it up. So this is how I navigate these markets. You see a lot of people out there, they're hardly even ever talking about Dixie. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I talk about it. I hear other people talk about how it doesn't matter. It's like, what do you mean it doesn't matter? It matters big time. I don't know what kind of foo-foo you're trying to blow up people's butt, but Dixie is very important. You got to, if the dollar's strong, the risk assets are going to just take a beating. If the dollar's weak, you're going to see them pump. It's just the way it is. Hell, that goes back all time.
Well, sure, it's the counter trade. It's the counter asset trade to every pair practically.
Every pair, yep. That's what people don't realize. They're like, well, what the hell? Why is my shitcoin crypto going down just because Bitcoin's going down? Dude, besides the dollar, look at all the trading pairs. It's against Bitcoin. Everything's going to follow Bitcoin. Until crypto market caps like what, 10 trillion, 10 trillion, man, trust me, the crypto market's going to move together. You're always going to have your outliers, random poo-poo coins pumping or dumping while Bitcoin's doing its thing, but predominantly everything in crypto is going to move together. Way different than traditional stock market, like especially during all these earnings plays and shit. I mean, hell, market down, earnings plays up. I mean, stocks are all over the place. The traditional stock market is a lot harder to trade than crypto, right? But at the same time, when you learn, oh my goodness, there's so many like pairs trades and shit, traditional markets. I mean, very powerful, man, very powerful. Let's see here. So here's the dollar right now trying to break down to the bottom side. If that does happen, you're going to see some pumps going on, especially if it gets stuck down here. The dollar gets stuck down here, we could get some runs. But really, you want to see the dollar break down. If we could get, and it hasn't happened in a while, right? For a couple months there, the dollar was making these daily like 95 for Laplace runs, why the market was turning around and a lot of things were pumping. Hasn't happened lately. If the dollar were to drop down under 104 again, we're going to see a lot of assets back up above their weekly ranges with the ability to pump and take off. But in my opinion, the bulls are in control of all the markets right now. People are like, oh, but we're at about that. It don't matter, man. I'm telling you, the bulls are in control right now. That's my gut feeling, right? That's my gut feeling. Scared money doesn't make money. Right. In one way to really figure out how to trade is you need to be trading low time frame volatility. Swing trading, no, if you're going to swing trade, you might as well be just trading options, man. You got a lot of different ways to protect yourself trading options. I would not be swing trading futures. That is just ridiculous. Plus, what are futures for? Right? Futures are to be able, the future market is there so you can hedge your options positions. Pretty much. People do it the other way around though. It's insanity. It's insanity. Except, we tell people, look, if you're out there trying to trade future deltas, good luck. Good luck. If you're trying to trade futures delta, good luck if you don't have the right tool belt on. Saying if you're not using the VEPS and you're using traditional TA, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked. If you understood what you were up against, you wouldn't even try. You wouldn't even throw your hat up on the rack, man. You'd have hat in hand. You'd be halfway out the door going, yeah, I'm not getting suckered into this, man. This is no good. You are up against some behemoth algos that want you. They want your money. And they will take it. Yes, they will. Anything good going on over here? Natural gas can't figure its shit out. Unfortunate. We got a little move in metals. When I say little, I mean little. Silver up a little bit. Silver's wrecked. I feel a lot about silver like I do about natural gas.
By the way, just look at, for example, we're just talking about, you got to take your profits fast and stuff, and especially if you're leveraged. Like the last 20 minutes on, even Bitcoin or whatever crypto you might have been trading, right?
Yeah.
Like the price went up, and what did it do? Came right back down.
Yes, sir.
You were leveraged, and you got in halfway up that trade. Now you're underwater, and maybe it'll go up again, maybe not. But that's why you don't take the risk. If you're on a low time frames, you take your profits when it hits the target. It went above the daily range. It hit the RMLR band. Take your profit. It's a very likely probability it's gonna revert to the mean. It did exactly that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure enough, my friend. And you'll see here.
If you're gonna trade with leverage and stuff, which we don't recommend, like you got to take profits real fast, man, real fast, and not be greedy, because that will get you wrecked. And wisest thing to do is don't trade it, because then you don't have all that risk. You have that much less stress on every trade. Because if it goes down and you miss a candle, you can get out. You'll still be fine. You're not going to get wrecked because you're over leveraged.
Coinbase is running the traditional market right now, man. Well, you got Meta up 3.4, but Coinbase definitely in the lead right now. Coinbase is in the lead. Little foreshadow, possibly. You get the dollar closing. You close this 15-minute candle below this 68.3, and Bitcoin closes above this tight daily range. I'm going to go out on a limb right now, and this thing is going to make a run for the top of the weekly at 24K. Let's see what happens. But now, that being said, got to stay down here. More importantly, if it comes down and just goes sideways at the 1SD at this weekly support level down here without a bounce, you're going to see a move up. If it breaks down the 1SD, these markets are going to go nuts. The markets are going to go crazy. Coinbase already going nuts. Hell, what's it up now? 6% or something? Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Pretty much 6%. I'm seeing it in my options trade for shout. And let's see. And also, we got a lot of educational material in our Discord server. Links below. I think I'm allowed to say that once a day.
We can say.
Yeah, because we don't shill our stuff. First thing that's what people come on. Well, what are these guys selling? What do they have? Oh, is there signals here? La 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 la. Put in the work, man.
We got free education, and we even have free access to indicators. That's free.
Yeah,
and
free.
Trading view indicators. Because trading view.
You want to see how all this works? We got a free trial, man. We do have a free trial. I'm on the 21-day on Tesla. Yeah, to see how all this works. But at the same time, we got people coming in, right? They're getting the free trial. And then they just don't ask one question. They get the indicators. Yep. They pull them up. They're like, well, I don't know how to use this. I'm going back to the old yellow 21. You didn't ask one question. You literally had a box of gold sitting in front of you. You didn't even open it. You were just like, I don't understand this. Well, why the hell did you even come and get the free trial? This is what people don't realize. We teach you for free. We teach you for free, not like other people.
People ask questions in the chat, and they'll just be like, that silence. Okay, well, good luck learning. If you're not gonna, maybe you're just reading and internalizing it yourself. But let me tell you, it's a lot easier when you just ask somebody who knows.
Yeah.
And then just answer you directly and save you the time.
There's not a dumb question when it comes to the VEPS. Yeah. This stuff is hard.
Sure.
And it's amazing too, because we want to help retail traders badly, but here's the problem. Retail traders, they're in an echo chamber, man, right? They're drinking the Kool-Aid. The rest of this industry has got their claws in them, right? And they don't want to go against the grain. Well, these guys are doing it this way. How can it be bad? Guys, it's a cult. It's a freaking cult. So saying we want to help retail traders, we are sincere in that, but we know what we're up against. We know that most aren't gonna. So who are we looking for? We're looking for the people in the traditional. We're looking for the market makers. You know who we're really looking for that really gets this stuff, that gets the probabilities? We got one in the chat right now. Poker players get it.
Yep.
Poker players get this stuff. Right? Market makers, when they see this stuff, they're like, where the hell has this been my whole life? We've had people tell us, if I would have had this when I was literally making markets, we wouldn't even be talking to you right now. They'd be sitting on their island somewhere.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, this is the hidden gem that everybody's been looking for. People are like,
you gotta want to learn and not just expect, literally a handout of easy signal nonsense, because that stuff doesn't work. Trading isn't meant to be easy.
No.
Right? It's competitive as heck. You have to be willing to learn it. And if you're not willing to learn it, you should be doing something else.
Totally.
It's not easy. And that's the thing, is the echo chamber keeps trying to convince people, oh, this is easy. Just follow my signals and you can make money. If that's the case, everybody would be doing it, and they wouldn't be cycling through every 90 days.
Yeah.
New people, right? But they don't. The cycle continues because it's not easy, and you certainly cannot just do a signal a day and some nonsense and be good with that. It's not going to work that way.
It's like these YouTube Jimmies, these traditional TA pushers, man. They're like the Pied Piper. They all come running, man. They all come running. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. But here's the biggest problem with retail traders. They don't want to learn how to trade. They'll say they want to learn how to trade, but they're watching people because they want signals. Should I long? Should I short? And then they wonder why they get wrecked, man. Yeah. Learn.
Instead of just learning. If the amount of time they spent that they would spend learning instead of just goofing around and asking silly questions like that, or just watching silly videos that tell them nothing of any use, you know, you can learn in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks what you need to know. It's, you know, to memorize the tendencies and practice them and study them and put them to tests. You could learn that in a couple of weeks if you actually committed to actually learning the stuff. But to think you're going to come in and you know, have one easy thing to do and that's it. Well, then you're in the wrong business, man.
Yeah,
it's not meant to be.
On here, I'm looking to pull up NVIDIA real quick. Yeah, let's check out NVIDIA.
I mean, you're putting real money at risk. You shouldn't be messing around with it, and you shouldn't expect other people to tell you exactly what to do, especially in a competitive field where the other traders don't want you to know what they're doing, right? They want to do their trades, take profits when nobody else is doing it, and then get out and go to the next trade if they're good traders. And that's why, it's why we don't give signals. It's why we don't tell people, do this call, do this, do this exact action. Because if we just trained a bunch of bots and zombies, humans, to basically copy what we're doing, they would inevitably get wrecked. And that's a dishonest way to be informing people. Yeah. We like to be ethical. We like people to actually learn something of value, right?
Exactly.
Because that's what matters.
And here's NVIDIA on the daily. I know we got that up in the chat. P-Funk, NVIDIA, Boeing, Tesla, Microsoft. Remember this on that earnings play on NVIDIA, right? 30 handles, man. Hell of a pump. So now on the daily, above the power mean band. Look at the 4 hour. Above the power mean band. What's this 21 day or 5 day look like?
Look at Tesla. There's NVIDIA.
See here. I mean, look at the look at the 5 day. Did it get up above the reverse Fisher? Yeah. But then pulled back down through here, and then boom, earnings, whoop, right back up above it. But look where the power mean band is, man. Be careful with NVIDIA. I'm telling you right now, be real careful. Because if this baby wants to drop down here and test this power mean band in this reverse wave trend, dude, it's like almost 60 points. So this is why, especially on earnings plays, if you're in NVIDIA still and you did not take your profit, shame on you, man. Shame on you. Was I in that trade? 100%. I took profit the morning of. I didn't care what it did after that. I don't care if NVIDIA runs at $500. It was an earnings play, right? It wasn't a buy this stonk and just sit in it play. It was an earnings play. I took my profit. This has been a great earnings season too, man. And when it comes to those earnings, man, if you know how to do the right research, and literally, if you just want to throw caution to the wind, dude, you got a 50-50 shot at it, right? There's a lot of good plays. If the numbers are right, you just throw a straddle on in options, right? But sometimes, that's all cooked in, and it's just not, the risk reward isn't there. The risk reward isn't there. Unless something on NVIDIA, if you'd have thrown a straddle on there, that was profit. No doubt about it. And that's when, what is a straddle, right? You're buying and selling either puts or you're buying and selling a put and a call at the money. That's all you're doing. So it doesn't matter what direction you go, but then you got to understand, you got to add the premium in there to the price to know when you're in profit, right? Because there's going to be a little bit of a zone there on both sides. So yeah, learn options. Options are cool, but be careful. Options isn't for anybody. Why am I saying that? Because there is an inherent amount of fucking leverage, right? Now, when it comes to futures, I do not use leverage at all. Options, though, one lot. You're entering a contract to buy or sell 100 shares of stock. People don't understand that, or what the implications of that means, especially if you're selling premium. Be careful. Be careful. But yeah, options. Options is definitely should be on your roadmap as a trader, for sure. But you need to learn how to become a professional trader, in my opinion, before you start trading options. I know degens out there that are on Robinhood, isn't it Robinhood? And dude, they're just nonstop buying premium. It's like just buying lottery tickets, and one will hit out of 100, and they think they're great traders. Like the ones that bought premium and all those crazy, like AMC moves and GameStop and all that shit. They think they're just brilliant. They're broke the next day, man. Those same traders are broke. So it's, yeah, man, you gotta be careful. Got to be careful out there. Buying premium isn't always the way to go, right? Where options literally are made to sell. There's been a lot of research done on buying and selling premium, and there are certain times when you buy premium where probably 95% of the time you should be selling premium. That's where the money is to be made, but that is the harder trade too. And there's more risk unless you know how to enter define risk trades, right? Like condors. Good trades. Defines your risk. You can literally sell premium, but at the same time, you're buying the wings. You're protecting yourself. Okay. So NVIDIA. Power mean band, way high. You're above it on the 5-day. I mean, let's look at the 21-day. Jesus, man, that's a good looking chart. And so this is the only one, 21-day, we're literally at the top of the power mean band, right? Sitting right at the top of the power mean band. So am I buying NVIDIA right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me show you something here. Let's throw on a weekly. Is it even going to populate? Probably not enough history. Hold on here. Let's see. Let me turn off the UPM real quick. Let's put this on the daily. Now let me populate this. That's why it wouldn't. Whoops. That's why it wouldn't populate. Where are you? Where are you, my little drag and drop? There you are. Let's pull this back. There it is. There it is. So from the bottom. Yeah, we love it. So where's NVIDIA right now? From the bottom, right? NVIDIA, what? Tapped down to about 107. Good Lord. What's it at now? 243. This is Tesla in a nutshell. Tesla was at 102 and now sitting at what? I mean, these were two great. If you got in on these NVIDIA and Tesla trades, good on you. Good on you. Especially if you were selling puts, man. You're still rolling puts. So you're sitting here right now at the 95 for Laplace distribution. On the 21-day, am I buying? Hell no. Hell no. We just showed you why too on the UPM. You're sitting at the top of the power mean band right here. This is very toppy. There's only a 4.6% chance that this level that a 21-day candle breaks up above here. That's from the bottom though. You can move this up after that bearish week. Let's move this up. Probably going to even be higher. Yeah, you're above. So on these last two, let's say, how many days are left in this pop? God, it's not even populating. No clue. When did this 21-day start? The 23rd. Oh yeah, this thing's got a couple weeks left. So literally the last month at least, probably 5 weeks. You're sitting up above the 95 for Laplace. I am not buying this right now. There is no way I'm buying this. Why? Well, because there's only a 4.6% chance that this candle literally closes above here. And right now it is. It's what, $6? About $6 above it. Don't be surprised when this pulls back by the end of this, which is what, today? But not the close of that candle though. Let me see something here. Yeah, I like using the 21-day though. I can throw it on a monthly just because it is closing. Yeah, so even on this monthly candle, we're getting ready to close. It's only 3 points above. Don't be surprised by the end of the day if NVIDIA is below 232. Doesn't say it has to happen, but I'm just saying probability-wise, you're there. I mean, look at this monthly candle. It literally opened up, tested the bottom side of the 68.3, and then pumped right to the 95.4 to the top side. Pulled back. Yep, that's because there was a 95.4% chance that would happen. All right, that's enough of that. We're going to go to our MLRs, though, real quick. But NVIDIA, toppy, man. Real toppy. Be real careful. Let me turn off this PB. There you are. All right. What was the next one there? Let's see. Are we looking? Boeing. Boeing's probably getting wrecked, isn't it? Where are you at? There you are, Boeing. After not delivering, correct? Yeah, P-Funk. Silver, man. Silver. And at this point, I got more faith in it than I do natural gas. Natural gas, man, that shit is, I don't say manipulation much, but holy shit. Something's going on with natural gas. That baby should be pumping out of that hole hard. But it's the U.S. fund that I'm trading right now, and this weather's crazy. This weather's insane. Hell, it's not. It's winter, and it's not even cold. We've had a couple little cold snaps, but other than that, Jesus, it's like spring. Literally like spring. What's it supposed to be today? 65 here or something? Crazy.
Yeah, here too is supposed to be 65.
No. So
Yeah, dude, it was in the 80s here today. Crazy.
Well, this is Detroit in February, man. I mean,
yeah, it's usually freezing there.
Yeah. But it's supposed to get cold this weekend. So.
Let's turn this UPM on Boeing. Boeing's wrecked. That's what Boeing is. But at the same time, Boeing is below the power mean band. Below the power mean band. You can see right here, man, it rejected off the reverse wave trend big time, right? But that was their little, they didn't deliver on a bunch of planes, right? Is that what happened?
No, they're having supplier issues, so they were supposed to deliver 100 planes a month. They're only doing like 8.
Oh, because they're having the supply chain issue on their, or, yeah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So it's not actually Boeing, it's just supply chain issues. Sure, it's all sitting in the cargo ships offshore.
Yep.
Let's see, going back a couple years now from the old, am I allowed to call it the scamdemic? Oh, Jesus. And now we got all kinds of media trying to get everybody scared again. Oh, no, now we got bird flu. It's like, when are people going to realize the news just manipulates you?
Bro, they're gonna content violate us or something.
Hey! Okay, yeah, we got off track a little bit. Sorry, Trading View. I know we're supposed to stay on track. Boeing looks wrecked. I don't know what else to say about it except the RMLR. Let's see where Boeing is. First, though, since I didn't do it for Tesla, let's check out Tesla on the RMLR. Here we go. What's this on the weekly? There we go. Look at Tesla. So when we're down at these lows, right, by the 3 SD band, the RMLR was mean reversion imminent. Yeah, look, right to, I believe this is the 11 length. But what happened after that? You closed a weekly candle above that 11 length. Where's the 30 at? Yeah, hilarious. Look where it's at. Come on, turn on, baby. Okay, so here's the 11 length RMLR. Here's the 30 length. So you close a weekly candle above the 11. So then mean reversion, yep, for sure, to the 30. You closed above the 30. So where does it go? The 33 power mean. Did you get a wick right to it? Did it reject right from the 33 power mean? Yes. Now it's trying to close the weekly back up above the 30 length, the reverse mean of log returns. If Tesla closes a weekly candle above this area, if you see this, look at it tried to have an intersection here, but had a bad week, right? Last week, Tesla pulled back all the way to what? Like 190, right? 192. Now it's trying to close this weekly candle. This weekly candle, look at the 1SD on Tesla on the weekly. It's right above it. Literally 237.65. Is that correct? Let me see here. No. Sorry, 215. 215.12. Yeah, 215.12. So it's right above the RMLR, or right above the 33 power mean. If Tesla closes above its first standard deviation this week, man, this thing could fly, man. Tesla could fly big time, and that's on a weekly. What are we doing down here on the daily? Look at the daily. It's sitting here right at the 7. Pretty sure that's a 7. Check real quick. I'm going to change up colors so I know exact. Yep, it's a 7 length. So right now, boom, we're just stuck right at the 7. So if this wants to reject here, Where's it more likely to go? Probably the 33 power mean, right? Down here at like 178 area, something like that. But from what this is looking like, probably going to get back up above the 7 length, start running, right? I mean, look what happened. We had the intersection here. Tesla took off. If this 30 intersects and crosses up, this is really bullish for Tesla. Now, NVIDIA, where are you? Because it had that big ass pump too. Let's see here. Oof. Oh, this is ugly. Let me turn off the... I usually don't have these both on at the same time because people get really confused on what they're looking at. Here we go. Let's move you down. Let's move you down a little bit. It's a little harder to read here. I mean, you had this earnings play shot right to the 11 length. Now it's back up above it again, though. And guys, I mean, this thing's got room to run. There's no doubt. But remember, when we're looking at that power mean band, right? And then the weekly and the daily on the NVIDIA, it looks real toppy. I would not be buying. I don't care what the RML start. More likely, this thing's going to mean revert, right? Where's the 30 at? Whoops. Yeah, this is more likely. 220 area, mean revert back down to this 30 length RMLR. That would make sense. If that happens, you'll see the 11 cross the 30 down. Probably. This is definitely a magnet right here. Definitely, indeed. Very interesting. Yeah, old NVIDIA. What else did we have there? Let's see. Tiny bubbles. Microsoft. Let's check out Microsoft. Let's get up here on the 5-day. Ooh, a 5-day though, man. A 5-day on NVIDIA. Jesus. Scale this a little bit. Where's a 30? Way down. If NVIDIA pulls back, this is going to be just, it's going to be a train wreck, man. Gonna be a literal train wreck. Let me turn off the 30. Let's flip this baby to Microsoft. That was another one that was requested. Where are you, Microsoft? Good Lord, there you are. Speaks volumes right here. Where are you sitting? Where are you sitting on the 5-day, Microsoft? You're sitting right on the 33 power mean. Right on the 30, coming down from the 1 SD, right? Mean reverted all the way to the 33. Where's the 30 length RMLR? Okay. Well, Microsoft doesn't look very damn healthy. Yeah, especially it's below the 30. Checking up. I mean, this could start making a run to these downside deviation levels, to be honest. God, Microsoft can't get out of its own way. At the 21-day. Oof, that's not good. That's not good. So what are you going to reject off the 33 power mean and the 30 length or and the 11 length RMLR? Where's the 30 at? Oh, geez. Let me scale this down. Come on. Oh, it's way up there. Jeez Louise, man. This thing rejects here. This stonk is in trouble. This stonk's in trouble because there's a lot of room to the downside to just dump this thing out. I'm going to go right now. Microsoft looks the worst. Microsoft looks the worst. Meanwhile, Coinbase. You know what? I need a second. Yasha, you want to ramble on about something here for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
Or P-Funk? You guys have a little discussion. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, in addition, I mean, you know, not looking particularly just on a bunch of these equities right now. And you are seeing things like Microsoft looking kind of ugly there on the day. Not so great. I would be looking more. I'm frankly looking at some alts right now. I'm looking at Clayton on the 15 minutes, it was making a nice little move there. It was up more than %. It was a good place for it to take profit too. If you look at where it was, what the target it hit.
What's symbol?
Clayton, Klay, Clayton.
Is that a crypto?
It's a crypto. It's a crypto. Yeah, I was just looking at that. Also been making some nice moves today, up and down, but some tiny little ones have been making some nice little pumps there. That one's it went up from like 29 cents to 30 cents, and now it's coming back down a bit, but still up 3% in the last 15
I've heard of this one.
It's been making a lot of noise, pumpiness from the noisemakers. So I mean, if there's one you can rely on the noisemakers, it's they'll tell you what a lot of eyeballs are, because they have a lot of eyeballs looking at their nonsense. So the thing to do is, the VEPS obviously on the noisemakers, and then get in and out on fast scalps for those things, because that's usually the best place, the best time to be in them. Just get in and out, and of course, by the time they make their videos, they're usually, they've already made their purchase, and they're waiting to distribute all over everybody's face as soon as they see the pump happening. So the thing is to front run and take profits early. And the way I do that, obviously, is the low time frames with the VEPS, and you can see real quick on the 1 minute or the 3 minute or the 5 minute or whatever. Anything under 15 is usually good enough. But frankly, 15 is good for monitoring the intraday action, but 15 itself is, to me, a bit slow for actually making the trades, because within 15 minutes a lot can happen, especially on low liquidity coins or small liquidity coins relatively, that are, it's frankly a good idea to get in and out of them quickly, unless you're some kind of investor in them. That's a whole different story. That's not trading. But for trading, the low time frames are your friend, because that's see where the action starts to turn around, and you see when they make crazy outliers, 4 or 5% inside of 15 minutes, man, unless you got some reason to believe, based on the VEPS, that it's going to keep going in that direction, that, it's no doubt it's hit some nice standard deviation moves or Laplace distribution moves, and you should be taking profits and getting out. I mean, it was up 4.6% on the 15 minute about a few minutes ago, right? And now it's already up only 1.6% on the 15 minute. So it's lost 3% of its profit already. That's 75% of its profit gone since the time I first mentioned it. What, 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So that's like 2/3 of the profit, which means, like, if you didn't take the profit, as soon as I mentioned it, it's a perfect example of what those YouTubers will do. They'll tell you, oh, I think this thing's gonna pump now. What they're really saying is, buy it now so I can sell it. Right? And that's literally what we see. And I bet you, I mean, I'm not going to say who, but there's a bunch of banter on the internet, if that clues you in, about, who's doing what with certain cryptos. And I should definitely you should be longing this and you should be longing that. It's like, well, then, you're just telling people really what you're planning to sell today, or what you're planning to take profits on or whatever, because, and look at that. Clayton is now beneath profit for the 50. It's like dropped 2%, dropped 0.2%, went up from 5% above to down to minus 0.2%. I mean, that's how fast this stuff goes. That's why I said, like, 15 minutes good for monitoring, but not good for trading. And like, in my opinion, as a low time frame scalp, you gotta be underneath the 15 minute for trades, because you can easily get wrecked waiting around for 15 minutes. You're better off trading lower time frames than that. And if that's too fast for you, you got to practice, and you got to get used to trading underneath 15 minutes and monitor 15 minute and monitor higher time. But look to those for the broader picture of what's being painted by the overall action following the returns. But the actual trading itself happens on the low time frames, because that's where the bots are making the moves. And they're, I mean, obviously not with leverage. You shouldn't be doing leverage, but if you're crazy enough to be doing leverage, then you definitely should be on low time frames, because you'll see it happen there first, and you'll be able to get in and out of positions quicker that way, without waiting around and wondering, should I stay in here? Like, if it goes against your direction and you're on the 1 minute candle, if it goes against your direction, just get out. And if you're in for more than 1 or 2 candles and it's going against your direction relatively modestly, even, like, oh, you have only lost 0.01% or something, and it's 2 candles in or 3 candles in, get out. What if you lost 3% on the next candle? What if you lost 5%? It happens all the time, right? Even if you don't have leverage, you get 5% moves in crypto all the time. And I mean, frankly, these days, even in traditional stocks, you'll see assets go, up 4%, and then by the next 15-minute candle, they're back to flat. Why wait around for that? Like if you're in the wrong direction for more than a few minutes, you shouldn't be in that trade. It really is that simple.
I would agree.
And I would even say, I tend to be really anal about it. If it just goes against my direction, period, I'm out. I don't wait for the minute to close. I just get out because I don't care if it bounces back up. What if my analysis was wrong?
You spend too much time looking at it.
Yeah. People waste too much time waiting for things to happen. Like for every minute you're underwater, that's enough to flip that trade, and then it's going to continue going in the other direction, and you'll start making money on it that way. It's better than sitting in the trade underwater hoping for it to turn around. You don't know when it's going to turn around. Like you might have a good idea, but you don't know exactly. By the way, if anybody's noticing on TradingView that sometimes it goes offline, just all you got to do is refresh the web page, and it'll come right back online. Like for me, it just shows now offline, but it's not really off. It's just the stream is doing, I don't know what, maybe the streams are loaded. I don't know what the deal is. Just refresh the page. It should work fine. Yeah. So, I mean, whatever. Like, we say it all the time. Limit your loss. Don't be greedy. Take your profits early and often, and don't be emotionally attached to your trades. And especially when you have these beautiful target cross distribution bands and normal distribution bands and all these other ways we have, using projection bosses and all this stuff, you can see literally when it's hitting targets, and it hits targets all the time. It's like just don't be greedy about it. You'll fill up those little buckets at the end of the day.
I'll be greedy about it. I'm not gonna be greedy.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Be greedy, man. Come on.
Greedy
For
boy.
Sure, man.
I'm just
greedy. I know you guys know, but for the people who are watching for the first time, or the people who've never watched this later,
what are you talking about? Nobody knows how to hold on to a losing trade longer than me. But
there you go.
I know how to get out of it.
Yeah. No, you know how to get out of it.
Yeah. It's just getting in it. That's the problem. It's staying in it. And I know I should sell it. You know what I mean? No, I'll just buy more. No, I'm buying more. No.
Exactly. I keep DCAing into my losing trade.
Exactly. Now the next thing I know, I'm spending my whole day looking at a stupid losing trade.
Yeah. I'm gonna just double down on my 4 to 6. Why?
Yeah, I loved it at 87. I gotta love it at 83, and even more at 81.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, everybody always says, how do you trade? You buy. That's true, but most people have a hard time actually doing that.
They do
but like look at Bitcoin making a trending move like on the 1 minute, right? So like if it goes up and it's going up at the moment, it's starting to make a little trending move, and like when it hits the next standard deviation going up, or then maybe it'll go up to 2 if the information's solid. You got the variance rising and giving you a fat at the moment, but it could turn around very quickly. My guess is it's going to turn around right now. And oh, look, what do you know? It's turning around right now. Like, because the variance is saying, we're rising now, negatively correlated instead of positive. So like, could it turn around again here and continue the trend? Sure, it could. But if it goes below the current candle and you've already had 4 or 5 candles of trade and profit and you have the right position, you just get out. Who cares if you only made 0.2%? If you don't have any fees on your trade because you're taking a limit trade or you're doing spot trade or whatever, you're going to make a profit. Who cares if it's only a 0.1% profit? 0.1% profit is better than 0% profit.
Tiny buckets.
Fill up 20, 30 trades like that at the end of the day, and you got yourself 2, 3, 4% profit. Much safer than trying to trade one trade for the day and hoping that it's going to go up because the higher time frame said it's likely to go that way. High time frames are great for monitoring, but they're not for trading. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So
for sure. For sure. 100%.
But yeah, it's the end of the month coming up, right? So right now, today. So that means that tomorrow's March. And so there's a lot of people who are looking for higher time frame information, and they're looking for what's it going to do in March. Let me tell you what's going to do in March. It's going to go up, down, or sideways, and it's going to do the same thing every other month. And if you're trying to trade based on that information, you're not a trader. You're an investor. And it's
exactly.
It's really goofy. You see all these guys every single month. They'll do the same thing too. Like we even do monthly stuff, but we're not doing monthly stuff to tell you to trade on it, and we're not doing monthly stuff to say, well, it's definitely going to go this way if it falls below this level, or if it's going to rises above this level, it's definitely going to go. That's just complete and utter nonsense. You know, like you can't plan a whole month ahead and know what it is actually going to do day to day, and by the end of the month, you can have a good idea. But that's no way to trade. You want to have more than just a good idea. You want to know statistically and mathematically that your probabilities are, X, and they better be in the very high end of the probabilities so that you don't make a stupid decision. Because this is risk on. Risk is the key word. It is absolutely risky. You can your shirt, and you probably will if you don't know what you're doing. And if you do know what you're doing, just by goofing around and having a fat finger, you'll lose your shirt.
Yeah,
it's not worth losing your shirt.
No,
and you be shirtless.
Yeah.
Yes, if you like to look, if you live in a very warm place, shirts and you can walk around bare chested. All right, fine, good for you. But the rest of us, we might have to have shirts on once in a while. And I live in a warm place. I still wouldn't want to be shirtless all the time.
Right.
Shirtless in Israel.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of them, but
I'm sure a lot of people have lost their shirt in Israel. Literally.
Yeah, many shirts have been lost here.
Many shirts, yes. Being lost.
And are currently being. We have just as many, scam fake guru guys going on the interwebs here too, shilling stuff to people, in the local languages, doing the same exact nonsense. It's not unique to America or England or anywhere that's just, a big Anglo market. It's global, man. It's like the echo chamber is really worldwide.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful and be careful with the information you consume and who is giving it to you. Like we are literally not shilling a thing. If anything, we're telling people get free information and free education.
Yes.
Chicken wings.
Something of value.
Give me them tendies. Give me the tendies. That's what we're looking for. Chicken tendies, baby. Chicken tendies.
I'll be back.
So Coinbase is pretty much literally probably one of the only assets above the weekly range right now. I haven't seen anything else. At least up here above, closing 15-minute candles. I mean, it's pretty powerful move on Coinbase today. Real powerful. But at the same time, let's see here. I mean, and this is a no-brainer. Look at the 33-minute. It was up above this reverse Fisher, pulling back down. All right. When's this close? 4 minutes. Of course it does. This is a powerful time frame too. It's not surprising this is coming down to close this 33. At least appears to be back below. If it rejects here we go. Did last time, right? Rejected off that Fisher last time. That's why the bulls are trying hard to get to sing and close up here. But probably not going to happen. Not going to lie. Very toppy looking. And I bet if you go down here on some, actually, let me see on this 4 hour, this thing's setting up. Oh, not setting up anything. No, man. Clean. When I say clean charts, it means there's no div on the 4 hour. We already looked at the 33 and there's not. And those 4 hour, wait a minute. Look at the Fishers. I like them Fishers. And we're getting a nice little bounce here off the zero mean. Is that coming off of hidden? No. Like I said, clean. Here was the bull right here. Here was some bull div right here. And it got up above the zero mean, then checked up on it, and boom. Now it popped. This 4 hour candle popped. Very, very tight band as well. And here's the 99 length log return moving average. Above the reverse wave trend. Above all the log return moving averages. I mean, if we go to a 4 hour, Coinbase can run. Coinbase can run up here. Tick above 67 would make sense. But like I said, you're not going to stay outside of this power mean band long. It does pull back in. And when you learn how to use all this together, this is where you start getting good entries and exits, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, 33, probably going to close below here. Would be nice to close above, but don't know if that's going to happen. I do like this variance on the 15-minute. And look, you're getting ready on the 15. You got the wave trend right now crossing up the fissure. That hasn't happened since, I mean, let's be honest here. When was the last time it crossed up? Way back here, man. This pump, right? Coinbase was at what? Under 60 bucks. And then it tipped out about $73, $74. Since then, boom, here's where it crossed back down. So now it's crossing back up. Look how far we are away from that power mean band. Big time. And this cross, yeah, 59, 60 buck area. That looks like that baby wants to get tested. But you got the variance coming down, negatively correlated. And what's setting up right now? Setting up, hidden bull. Hidden bull div is setting up. Coming out of the trend, though.
Mean reversion, man. It's fully, I mean,
yeah.
It's a mean
reversion, man. Mean reversion. Like, go over here, Coinbase. Let's look at the 15-minute. See what's happening here. Scale this baby up a little bit. Whoa, don't you do that on me, baby. Oh, yeah, we're up here by the 3SD band. Let's let this power mean populate. Where are you at, little power mean? Come on. There you are. Getting ready to have an intersection. Getting ready to have an intersection. That's the 11 length.
Yep.
Or no, that's the 30 length.
It's up.
Oof. Yeah. This thing could be getting ready.
Yeah, I mean,
mean revert.
Could it pop up third band? Sure. Does it have to? No. And it's very continue to mean revert.
Yeah. So I can turn off that lemon. Yeah. So yeah, the 30 length is literally getting ready to have an intersection here. But this is also an area that might want to get tested. Could give it this whole move away. Or does it wait? Does it come over and mean revert here at about 61? Right? That's why we got a future projection here, which they said couldn't be done. They say a lot of things can't be done, and then our developers, our coders get involved and go, whatever. Let's see what we can do. Very smart. Very smart. You can tell by our little founders chat what's going on with that indicator right now. It's like, you got everybody's working together. And obviously the main math guy's like, tisk, tisk. This is not correct. So what did the other guy do immediately? Well, let's fix this. Let's get this problem taken care of. And that's what we're in the middle of. Which is good stuff, man. Good stuff. What are all these little dots these wicks hit all the time? I wonder. Oh, normal distribution, Laplace distribution. Yeah, that's why we use it. Why do we use it? Because the algos use it. What time is it? 10:30? We're good.
Yeah. We use it because they work.
We
if they
use
didn't work,
it.
we'd use something else. We use whatever works.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Coinbase running away from everybody. Running away from everybody. And because that dollar is just down there hanging, I mean, none of these indices are doing shiznit. Let's see. You're right at the bottom side of the 68.3 here, though, right? These 4-hour Laplace and normal distribution levels kicked price back up. Where ultimately we want this to dump out down by the 1SD. That's why, especially SPY and the micros. I mean, look at these things. They are not moving. They're not either. They're not going to move. And they're all below the center of their weekly. Hell, the S&Ps are below the weekly.
Coinbase is like, that's a take profit information right there. It spiked up that, into that target right there, right after those 3-4 beautiful candles. And then it gave you that crazy ass doji wick thingy majiggy, whatever they call it. That right there is like, okay, this asset's walking over. What's that tell you? It means take profits and look for the reposition, because it might continue going up, it might continue going back down, but at least be with more capital and then be able to take your profit, be able to get your next position better.
Yep.
Rather than just wait for it to fall, which is very likely to happen as it mean reverts. It doesn't have to, but it certainly is probable.
Especially these last two 15-minute candles. You can see right here, this previous 15-minute candle ran the first standard deviation, right? Opened up, went to the top side, dumped down to the bottom side of the first standard deviation, pulled up, created that doji. And now, boom, second 15-minute candle in a row that tested the first standard deviation. This is telling me, instead of on these 15-minute candles, what were we doing? We were literally testing the top side, right? Right here. You're up here above. Where did it close? Right at the 99.7 Laplace. Shot up above it, closed right at it, And then boom, here's the next candle. Where does that wick go to? 95 for Laplace distribution range. Next 15-minute candle made a run at the 95 for Laplace. And now these two, boom, now we're checking up the downsides. Didn't get to a 1 SD on this candle. Boom. So what did it do? It opened up, went down, got below the 68.3 Laplace, said no thank you, and made a run to the 95.4 Laplace to the top side. So bouncing here, I mean, this can do either way. We are up here at the 2 SD band though, but we're on a 15-minute. So this power mean and this RMLR, these are going to rise quickly, right? You can see here in the next like couple of 15-minute candles, this RMLR is going to be right here. This would be perfect if it wants to check up and mean revert to here. That'd be a perfect. And you would already have the intersection too. So a bounce here, that would be bullish. Bullish. B-double-O.
Exactly. The RMLR is going to rise in the next couple of candles. It is going to. The probability is exceptionally high. It is going to rise in the next couple of candles. Does that mean that the asset has to rise? No.
Yes. Exactly. Come on in, miss. Come on, pup.
Oh, the Twitch streamers. Reboot, you Twitchers.
Come here.
Refresh that,
Come here.
Twitchers.
Come here. You want to get on TV? Look at that cute girl. Look at her.
Oh,
You're so cute. Hi, little girl.
Hey, Daisy.
Hi,
Oh,
Daisy.
cute doggy.
Hi, Daisy. You good girl. Yeah. Dogs are a trip, man. It's like they don't even... They've totally adjusted after losing their brother. Dad hasn't. I definitely haven't adjusted yet. I was just talking to my boy this morning. It's a tough time when you lose dogs.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, so this dollar, man. Here goes the dollar. Like I said, man, if you haven't taken profit on your asset on any of your low time frame trades, you're missing the point. You're not understanding how the dollar will just wreck your trade quickly.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, when you see it walking over like that after it's made a move, that's, I mean, it's not a signal. It's just very clearly telling you the bots are taking their profits and they're getting ready for their next move. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you sitting in the thing waiting for it to make a move against you when you could have just taken your profit at the high or the low and then gotten into the next move?
Yep.
It's just, yeah, it's not rocket science. I know it's not easy, but it's not rocket science. You just got to learn the tendencies and actually trust good indicators, like the ones we have.
Yes, sir.
I don't really know of any others available to read. I'm sure there's maybe some available to traders. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm just we try to make it especially easy also because we also share actual educational information, like we said earlier on the stream.
Right. Let me see something.
Yeah, man, dollar's kicking it up.
Dollar kicking it up, for sure. And I mean, crypto's like, we're the honey badger. We don't give a crap.
Right.
I mean, everything right now is moving back with the dollar. It's just like, okay, whatever's clever.
Yeah.
Just know.
And that happens sometimes, right? That happens.
Yeah.
But those are outlier instances.
Yep.
Those are outliers. They're not within the normal probability.
Exactly.
Generally, your profits.
100%, man. And you got Coinbase up above its weekly. Sent a couple wicks right down to it. Right down to it. Here, though, Coinbase, here's the third resistance level on the daily. We all know where's the fourth at. There we go, right there. And what just happens to be there? So the top side of the daily range is at about $65, and so is the first resistance level on the weekly. Here you got the first standard deviation. All right, so boom. Coinbase could close right up here, right around 65. Right around 65. But you got the dollar gaining strength again. This dollar gets back up in this weekly range, especially top side of the 68.3. If it starts pushing this way, that you're gonna see things coming down. I mean, it just makes sense. It makes sense. But right now, there's a little, just a little uncertainty. What's happening here? It's all good. That's why we trade low time frames. Boom.
Yeah.
I like the looks of it though, and we've been saying, yeah. Now all the YouTube Jimmies, they're all bearish again, which is a riot.
Right.
When last week they're like, oh no, Death Cross, right? Death Cross coming in somewhere. All this shit's wrecked. What does it do? It pumps. course it does.
Yeah, and then after it pumps, they say Bitcoin just had the first ever some cross of something and something. They're like, it's never done this before. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Like you're literally you're telling us what happened that's not relevant to what's likely to happen.
Yes.
It's funny. Yeah, they always tell you afterwards.
75s.
And also, like, okay, we don't show live our trading screens because it's not even just because yeah, it'd be silly to show your live trades when you don't want people to copy your trades, but more importantly, because again, we're not a freaking signals group. We actually want people to learn how to do this for themselves without taking ridiculous risks, right? And learning how to do it properly. Like I said, if we just trained an army of robot zombies to copy, that would not be very useful for anybody just copying. It's not a good. You're not learning any life skills then, except how to copy somebody.
Right.
What good is that? Yeah, look at that trending.
Nice trend. Contracting volatility.
Yeah.
Negatively correlated variance. Starting. I mean, we need to get this returns oscillator down in this area. Turn up with some correlation. The Fishers are supporting that. Let's see what happens. And Coinbase could pop again. Could pop. Get this variance. It's probably going to drop. Probably down to here on this 15-minute close in 20 seconds. Let's see how close I was. Let's just leave it right there. It's come to pop up.
Entropy peaking right now, and if it continues, great, but it could just as easily turn around.
Big time.
Very much.
That being
You're
said,
at the top of the peak.
Here we go.
You're at the top of the peak. You should not be entering along here without more information right here. Like it's telling you, it's going to move now one way or the other.
What I say? There's that variance right to me.
Yeah.
And now you've got some hidden bulls setting up. If you see this returns oscillator turn up with some positive correlation, look for this trend to continue, especially when you got volatility contracting like this. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then you got the 980. Is that the 981 up here? Probably coming down hard. Let me see here. Yep, it is. Let's see what if the 981's negatively correlated too. This is party time, man.
Have the Z-score fallen below the confidence zone.
Oh, we're on number 3. No wonder. Yeah, goof. Jesus.
And all the Fishers are still rising very nicely on it. So yeah, now you could be in the position.
Yep. Definitely was negatively correlated. Let's see if number 2 is. Yeah, good. 981 contracting negatively correlated too. And the 2400 expanding a little bit. And it's positive. Or no, it's negative, which is fine. You got the other two saying up.
Can you stick that on the freaking 3 minute or 1 minute real quick just to show something?
How about the 1 minute? There you go.
Yeah, I just want to show them. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, look at that, right? Like, you see how it made that trending move, right? And then at the beginning of the 28th there, and then it's been, it pumped, and then it went into randomness, and then it had another couple of, like, little more trending moves, or faded trending moves. And even now, this last, you can see it's like it's in a random walk, effectively, right? So if you know the correlation, you can tell kind of the direction it's likely to go. But you can see very clearly that on this 15-minute that it's opened up, it's not in a trending move yet on the 1 minute, right? It might be on the 15-minute, but the 1 minute is where the action is actually happening, right? And that's why we look at these super low time frames and stuff. Because actually, even though the 15 minutes, trending move continuing, it might re-enter a trending move here in the next couple of minutes, and that could happen even on this candle, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just stay in a random move for a while and also bring the correlation the other way. Or it could enter a trending move in the other direction, in which case the trending move on the 15-minute will shoot down or will peak out or will go into negative correlation, and then the price will drop, right? So that's why you got to be careful with these. You see it went from the bottom to the top there on the day, and very clearly started walking over sideways, which is basically saying this is your opportunity to get maximum profit from this move and re-enter the position for the next position, whatever it will be, when you'll have good information. And you can tell right before it goes into a trending move. You'll have that one candle usually where it's like either super random and there's absolutely nothing, and then it just starts to expand, or it just gradually goes into a trending move, which is ideal, but that doesn't happen most of the time. Usually it goes from super random into a trending move. And so you have to be able to read that and understand when it's super random and then starting to expand a little with the correlation. You have to know what direction that means, and then you look at the variance and the volatility, and it tells you exactly what direction to be in. So yeah, that's the picture showing the 1 minute. It's really helpful to see that because you can see, these 15-minute candles are great and everything from day, but you can see how much action there is to go up and down and up and down and up and down in every single one of these 15-minute candles. It's insane to try to sit in profitable positions and just hope it's going to go up when there's so much happening on the 1 minute that could completely go against what you're doing and could eat away your profits like crazy, very, very, very quick.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah. Anyway.
So all that 1 minute fluffy fluff. Here was the 3 minute. Nice trend. Yeah, beautiful. Now the volatility's crushed. But yeah, we're about to 10:49. You probably wrap this baby up. What's going on over here? Yeah, this dollar, man. Didn't want to stay below that weekly too long. This thing starts trending to the downside, everything's going to pump. But until then, yeah, everything's going to be going sideways. Except some of these cryptos, man, really resilient.
Mm-hmm.
Really
resilient.
Look,
dollar's going up and Netflix is coming down. And what is that on the bottom right there you got there?
Yeah, Coinbase.
Coinbase starting to go down. And, yes, and micro minis 500 starting to go down. NASDAQ starting to go down. SPY starting to go down. Like, it's just not rocket science.
No.
But it takes learning, and it's not easy. You just have to learn it and put in the effort.
You gotta learn it.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Not for degens.
No.
Degens go to Vegas, go to casinos, have more fun. I guarantee it.
We got one boost. Who, me?
No, I boosted.
It's probably just not updated, which is all good. Shiny rock.
Yeah, you got like 6 or something.
Right.
If you're in here and you haven't clicked the boosty thing, please click the boosty thing.
Click the little rocket ship. Although, supposedly that's against the law now.
What is?
The rocket ship, right? What were those 3 emojis? They like,
what?
Yeah, they're the, who was it that said they're trying to say that that's financial advice by using these certain 3 emojis, like the rocket ship.
Right. Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like, really? So everybody was putting new emojis. Like, well, they didn't add this one to the bunch, so we'll use this.
That's funny.
What are you gonna outlaw all the emojis now too? You ridiculous asses. Silly people, man. Silly people, indeed. Dollar getting some strength going again. I'm sure everybody got their trend lines. Oh no, look, now here we go, back topside. Oh, it broke the trend line. Probably gonna pump now, you sillies. Wouldn't you like to know where it really is?
Yeah, what were we just saying? Like, the probabilities are, you can have times when the dollar's going up and the risk-ons are going up too, but those are outliers, and probability-wise, you're better to take your profits because it's likely to go the other way.
Yeah.
Most of the time. It doesn't mean all the time, and it doesn't mean macro it always does that either. But on super low time frame probabilities, it tends to happen that way. That's why we call them tendencies, because it tends to happen.
Yeah.
You're better off trading with the probabilities in your favor than trying to be that 99th percentile. It just, why?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to be the 99.9% percentile? It doesn't make any sense.
And everything besides just a few things, a lot of the indices just going sideways. Well, look at the intraday volatility's up a little bit. VIX is down. VIX is down 3%, but intraday is up 2%. So yeah, crazy. Probably going to see some.
Crazy.
Got a lot of tight ranges though, man. Got a lot of tight ranges. Don't be surprised.
Trending moves.
Yeah. Expect too, if this dollar trends to the top side and gets to the top side into the daily range here, top side of 68.3, top side of the center of the weekly, the trend's going to be down on a lot of these assets, big time.
Yeah.
At least to the bottom side of their 68.3 again. We're talking trend. I'm talking on low time frames, low time frame trades. And be
Yeah, and you
trending
can
down.
have multiple trending moves in a day, and they can go in both directions. It
Yep.
happens all the time.
All the
Like,
time.
You know, it's really it's a regular thing. But you got to know how to read it to be able to be aware of it before it happens and get into the position before that big candle moves. Because once that big candle moves, you know, it's kind. You know, then you got to be looking for the next position.
Right. So yeah, we're closing in on 2 hours. Let's cut this baby off. Get back at it tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Little hump day trade analysis is be awesome. See what hump day holds for us. Keep an eye on that dollar though, folks. If you're out there trading, right? Remember what we said. But if this dollar can't not, if it breaks down throughout this, seeing everything pull back, dollar's showing a little strength on these low time frames. So yeah, right now my bias would be scalping to the downside. If the dollar's staying right here, I'm probably risk on any trending down moves on the low time frames for sure. I'll be getting my risk on for some good moves. And all that being said, cut it off. Wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning, folks. Later.